Hello. Thanks so much for dropping in. This drive is continuing to be tortured. And remember, this is the drive mechanism from the test drive connected to the circuit board and the power supply of the drive that has given me grief. I have since watched online a video of a fellow who I thought I was kind of stumbly, but this guy is more stumbly. And he's got better test equipment and all sorts of things, and he did all kinds of things, and then decided that pretty much he couldn't do what he wanted to do without some test disc. And he got down to where he had to loosen off this one thing and adjust it, which I think he did with a spark plug gapping thing. Anyway, I'm going to look and see what I can see. I think what I need to do is to stop this thing running and take off the circuit board and take a peek at this, what he was looking at, and see what I can do with it. I think that's what I need to do, but I will see. So let us explore. I could let this continue to run. But I'm not going to. And, oh, oops. Well, I guess that doesn't really need to be on. I'm just going to tweak that a bit. Oh. It seems there's some sort of file open on the drive. So be it. It is no longer open. I suspect this disk will need to be reformatted. That's alright, I do that all the time. It's my test disk. Alright. So, need to sort out what's what here. The power, why is that not going off? Oh, it's over here. Power off. Disconnect. Serial cable. Disconnect the power cable. And disconnect all of these connectors from the drive next door. And while we're here, let's make sure we got all the cables separated. What is this? Oh, no. That is necessary on this drive. Alright, I'm going to hook everything back up here. 1. 2. Buckle my shoe. Nope. Gotta get everything adjusted. So I am missing something here. Oh. No, I'm not. I'm missing this. So now this drive is completely, well, it's not back to as it was because I have stolen chips out of it. Now, let's see what we have here. This is the drive in question, and with the circuit board in here, I cannot get to what I would like to get to. It's funny, this fellow I watched online, he was essentially using initially two pieces, no, not two pieces, a piece of tin foil folded over. Alright, so now the circuit board, with great care, can come off. And what this fellow was tweaking on the drive was the stopper. That seemed to be the thing that he thought would assist in alignment issues. And what do I think? I don't know. But it seemed to have a pretty tight tolerance. It did. So he had his scopes and things. Why is this wire giving me a hard time? Well, I think there's more to it than this. Well, I don't know. Alright, well, we'll give this a try. So, we will delicately place the circuit board back onto the drive. I wish there was a way. Is there a way? So I could have the circuit board off of here and tweak this all. And I don't think so, because there's things on both sides here. I suppose if I was brave, and I might be brave, I'm going to put one screw in at the moment, just to make sure nothing horrible happens. But maybe I can tweak things as I go. Perhaps I can. Alright, let's put the connectors on. Now, I have made one adjustment. It's funny, you know, in the whole thing he was doing, I had to take something off and ground something here and all kinds of stuff. And then he realized that because he didn't have some special alignment disc, it wasn't going to do anything. Alright, so there are the switches. Well, that is a monitor cable. This is a power cable. Is it turned the wrong way? I believe it is. Okay, power. Monitor. Serial cable. So I have tweaked the adjustment that he, why can I not get this in? There we go. That he has made reference to. The circuit board on this drive is not terribly well attached at this moment, but so be it. I'm going to turn it on. Now if you look over here, you can see these funny red things. The red and the green, the red and the green. And they fade away. Fade away. And I don't know what that means. So, I'm assuming now So I have things attached. I do. I'm also assuming that this will not work, but I have made an adjustment. Oh, now it's, yeah. It's funny, once it's sort of done it, it doesn't want to do it again. So we'll open 15, 8, 15, quote, I, 0, quote, colon, close, 15. On the drive in, and it still comes back. It says, screw you, buddy. Alright, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to take this screw out. And I'm going to see just how much latitude I have with this circuit board with things connected. Oh my. Not a whole bunch. What I really need is to be able to get, ooh, I don't like that. Okay, so where did I put my bad discs? Here is a bad disc, but it may be helpful in preventing bad things from happening. Okay, I'm going to jam that disc underneath there. Oh. And I'm going to jam this underneath there to prevent anything from touching the metal on the drive. Now, is this going to cause any trouble? Not at this juncture. So I will load the directory and it will fail. Alright. Oh, I'm going to watch this thing. And you know what I'm first going to do? I'm just going to loosen this thing off. Now, will this do anything good? I don't think so. Because the thing's going to come crashing back into it. And it's going to say, screw you. That is what it is going to say. Screw you. I'm just trying to watch it. And I know I have a good disc in here. I just want to watch the light to see, is it trying very hard? And I would say no. It's not really trying very hard. Alright. I'm going to turn this off. And I'm going to look at this thing. And I would say that in terms of positioning, and adjustment, it's way out. Now I don't remember exactly where it was at before. I'm going to pick a magical spot, and I'm going to try again. No. Is this really trying to read? Not really. And in listening to it, you know what I want to do? I'm going to trick this thing. I'm going to go back there, and I'm going to shut it off. See, it's funny, it's not making a real good head banging sound like it used to. So, I'm going to tweak it a little more. Do I really think this is going to do anything? Not really. I really think there's some other adjustment under here that I am not seeing. I really think there is. I think there's something else. Alright, I'm going to turn it on. And this will make no difference. I will try and load the directory, and it will not. I will try and do this, and it will not. So it may be time to say that this drive just is not going to cooperate. Go to 10. Oh. Oh yeah, when you don't put a line number in, it goes and does things. Okay. So we have a little program in here to continuously torture this. But you do remember, before, when I did this, it did seem that the drive was trying. But now, it's not really trying. So, I don't think anything I've done here has made a damn bit of difference. I did, just for a moment there, tweak the speed, and if the drive wasn't doing its head banging, you might have been able to hear it. But I really think somewhere underneath the drive, and I wish I had one out of this kind, out of the case at this second, that I could have a look and see what I can see. But I don't see anything like that right now. So I'm going to take my fingers, I'm going to tweak this Oh dear. The board is falling off. I am in trouble. I am in trouble. I'm in trouble. Well, that sounds good, but it's not doing anything good. I'm going to tighten this down. I'm just going to try and have it load the directory. And yeah, I don't think anything that I have done here has done anything good by loosening off that thing and adjusting and tweaking, etc. Not a thing. Alright, I'm going to shut this off. I've not hurt anything. The circuit board is good as it was. Whatever that means. I'm going to disconnect things. And take these two dead discs that help us out of the picture. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, that's hot. Okay. Alright. I'm going to disconnect things as one does. With great care. So here is the circuit board, as disconnected as it can be. You know, one thing that strikes me, I'm going to pick up my other drive here, and the one long connector here that has been tweaked with. I want to see how many wires go into it. 6. Yeah, that looks right. Yeah, there are 6. Alright. Disc out. Alright. That's all right. Yes, I will disconnect the power. Alright. I'm going to stop at this moment. I'm going to ponder. And we will continue. If you have any comments and see anything really stupid that I'm doing, please send me a message. Thanks so much for coming. Bye for now. Hello. Thanks again for dropping in. I think what I'm going to do as a last resort on this drive mechanism is to remove the 6 screws that hold this all to the case so I can look at the bottom. Now if I had another drive like it handy that was accessible, that I could look at, I would not do this. Well, I might anyway. But anyway, let's delve in. This could be the end of the story. Because, you know, if this drive really is not going to work, I've got to get it out of the mechanism anyway. So, let's see about that. Oh. So, and these wires, they do not help me. There. I think the screwdriver does a better job at these. I think. So, the actual sort of rail that holds the disk drive, well, the rail holds everything, pretty much. Not the power supply. This is not working. I think the screwdriver may be better. The power supply is on the bottom of the rail. Well, yeah, I guess the rail holds everything. The plastic case just goes around it. So, but what I want to do, without dropping screws, is get this some screws really don't want to come out, but they're going to come out. Eventually, it will come. Remember, these have been attached to this plastic for nearly 40 years. And I don't suspect they've ever been out. Okay, so basically what we're trying to do is have a look and see if there is anything on the bottom that would be helpful in this endeavor. And I don't remember. But I think there's more to the alignment than just messing with the stopper. I think, holy mama. Okay, one more, just to get the rail, the mounting hardware and everything out. Hello. Hello. Okay. It should come out now. All right. Oh, I guess I really this wire that is wrapped up in other wires is not, oh come on, it's not really stuck. It is stuck. It's stuck on the tape. Oh God. Okay. That is the bottom. I do not need it at this moment. Right. Let us pick this up and look underneath. Whoa. Oh dear. Everything is, oh yeah, that's right, it's still attached. Ah. It's all coming back to me now. Sort of. Ooh, I thought there was more to this. And I do seem to remember having to go underneath in the past. That will not stay there. So what we have here, this is the big sucker. And there are two screws, and they're both sort of marked with red stuff, as if to say, don't mess with this. And that thing does look like, well, it's a whole stepper motor. So, of course, because of course we really shouldn't be messing with this, I will. Whoa. Wow. It may be that the stuff in there, okay, that came loose, is really designed, whoa, not to let go. It may be that it's actually, oh, wow, I can't get that one. I'll try another screwdriver. What did I do here? Uh-oh, what have I done? How did that happen? Something is happening here. I'm going to turn the 64 off. And the monitor. I think the red stuff might be... No, that did not go well. I don't want to strip the head. Oh man, I think it might be... There's stuff you put on things you don't want to ever come loose. It's almost like glue. Well, I got one of them loose. Can I turn this over? I suppose I can. And can I push on it with great vigor? I suppose I can. Aha! Okay. It has come loose. Now, this whole mechanism, if I undo the screws, should now be movable. I think. Oh no. Is there another screw? Maybe it's just so used to being there that it does not want to move. What is this thing? Oh, that's one of the screws. Alright, I'm loosening this further. I don't want to drop the screws. Maybe it just needs... Oh, there it goes. Okay, now it's moving. It needed a little help. So, if I look at this carefully, I will indeed see that that is moving everything. Alright. Let's see about this. Again. Do I suspect we will have any success with this? No. But I would like to think it's possible. Switch on glasses. The connectors just so, except for missing one. Oh, there it is. And as I do not want to do any damage, take one screw and put it in here. Alright, so we have a screw. Now, is this necessarily wise? No. Is this going to produce any positive results? Probably not. It's the switch off, yes. So I've loosened on the bottom the entire stepper motor assembly. One would like to think that it's possible. Just turn this on a second. And in its squirrely configuration. That maybe with the head banging and other such things, I would just like to move itself into the right position. But I don't believe that. And nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Alright. You may have seen this little program before. I'm just going to have it continually do that thing that it does. And you know what, in the midst of that, although I probably shouldn't do it at this time in this fashion, I'm going to try and put a screw. No, I'm not. Or maybe I am. Another screw in the circuit board. Okay. We survived that. Let's lift this up. And I'm going to tweak this thing. And I really see nothing good coming from this. It was the most sort of success we had when the drive looked like it was trying to read was after I cleaned the head, and I really hadn't messed with anything. But, you know, I had to try. Now, I do remember also there being some way with a meter of sort of checking the head. And there's some measurement that it'll tell you if the head is ruined or not. I don't remember this. I'm going to shut this off. And I think it really is time to take a screwdriver and take this out. It may, once again, it may not cooperate. There are 4 screws. Holy mama. Oh, why does everything have to be a fight? Okay. Everything. I guess after something has been in something for this long, oh, it is not surprising that things don't want to come out. My golly. Okay. Come on. Now the other thing I really don't want to do is drop the disk drive. Oh my. That did not work well. That didn't go well. Ouch. Let's try the other 2. I really do not want to drop the disk drive. Oh, okay. So that's 2 out of 4. Oh, 3 out of 4. That means there's just one more. Just one more screw. All right. Oh. Now, I'm going to unplug. I'm really hoping that there's no more of these wires attached. And of course, there will be, because of the modifications. I think maybe it's something to do with this switch. At this point, if that's the case, come on. Now what? Now what? Okay. Talk about disassembling down to nothing. circuit board, don't disconnect. Okay, everything is disconnected. Everything. Aha. So, I guess I should get that disk out of there. Huh. What is this? Okay, hold on. Ooh, sit there. So what we have now is the tape, the masking tape that held, well, I guess protected this stuff from shorting something out. Alright. So there is the drive mechanism. I guess, see, I can move this. Woohoo. Stepper motor, which seems to step just fine. There's a belt on here that seems to be okay. This would be the switch that disables the write protect. Well, I think I'm going to put this down. I'll put it down in the bottom of the case. Oh my. And here's the circuit board that has the device number change switch. And there's the tape. And there's all the little screws. So many screws. Alright. Have I lost any screws? Oh yes I have. There's another screw. So here it is, the base of every 1541, the rail that holds everything. And the funny thing is if you get different versions of this, see this one here, it has things to hold the long board. This is the shorter board. And as we got more and more advanced, there was other things to hold the shorter version of the board. There was. And then I guess they didn't have these. And at some point, depending, they actually had to adapt some of these to hold the shorter board, because the board kept shrinking as they got better at doing it. There is some rust on here. And I guess if I really wanted to take the transformer and everything out, I could. But I'm not going to. I think that is enough. It may be there's still life in that drive, but I don't think so. I'm going to once again look on YouTube. I'm going to find the there's some test somehow or another that you can do on something or other to do with the head that will tell you if the head is screwed. And I'm not so sure it is because, as I said, it did seem to have some flicker of life. But, you know, how much time can you spend on something like this? Whereas I know we have a good power supply, a good circuit board, a good case, and I'm sure somewhere I have another drive I can put this together with. Oh, I'm sore. Alright. Off the air. I can't even find the switch. Off the air. Alright. Thanks so much for coming. Once again, if you have any insights or suggestions, I think what I'm going to do when I do put these live, I'm going to put them all live at one time, right after each other. So I do look forward to your input and your insights and your wisdom. Until then, keep your stick on the ice. Thanks so much for coming. Bye for now. Hello. Thanks for coming as we continue to tinker and putter with this 1541 disk drive. I'm sure I know I have had enough. So I'm just deciding now what I'm going to do. I'm not putting that drive mechanism back inside. I don't want to have to take it out again. I'm just torturing myself as to whether I should put the rest of it back together, because to even put another drive mechanism in it, I'll have to take it all apart again. But then I don't want to damage something in the process, or, you know, lose track of what's what, or smash the board, or, oh, the torment. I suppose the smart thing to do would be to take this and put it aside. Who knows, maybe some sort of parts will be handy with this, perhaps. For example, there's a belt. There's the drive turn lever. There's the stepper motor. God, the stepper motor. Yes. Well, at the moment, I'm going to set that farther aside, because as tragic as it is, and as much as I really don't want to do this, I think I might just reassemble this whole thing. So, there are many screws. Let's have a close look here. They are the same, and yet different. Some are fine, some are coarse. Some are metal going into metal. And some of them look different. Okay, so I know that these 6 go in the circuit board. And from the looks of it, these 6 go into the plastic on the bottom. So let me think. What else is there? Well, oh yeah, they're different here. There's 4 with very fine threads, and 4 with not so fine threads. Let me think about this. Oh, I don't believe it, but I'm going to get this drive mechanism again. And I'm thinking that it's possible, maybe, but perhaps not. I thought maybe the fine threaded screws went into the sides of the disk drive, but in fact it is not. It is the coarse threaded screws. And you know what? As much as I know that this drive is never going to do me anything good, except perhaps for parts, I'm going to put the screws back in it. As I look at this, I'm looking at the bottom, and there's the head. I need to look online, because I bet you there's a video how to test the head to see if it's screwed. I'm still baffled, because, you know, there were times it kind of looked like it was trying. Oh well. Things happen. Anyway. Alright, so I have put the screws that would mount the drive into the drive. I don't need to worry about them. So now we have the screws that would mount the rail into the plastic bottom. Oh, right, I know what they are. Right, these are the 4 that would close the case, these are the 6 that would go in, these are the whole bunch that go on the top. Now, the trouble, of course, with these screws is if they should fall, I'm just going to tweak this back. If they should fall, it's a real pain. And you know what, this screwdriver. Well, this one's good in that, although I maybe, no, shouldn't have it around here, but I do, because it's got a bit of a magnetic capability. So maybe I need to just start them with this one, because it's really horrible if they fall onto the drive, depending. I mean, it's manageable, but they there's lots of places they can get stuck in the fins, or the air vents. And you know, you don't shake these things like a dead chicken to try and get a screw out. And really, as I put these in, I really don't have to put them in completely and totally tight. Because undoubtedly, at some point, these screws are coming out. I would bet they are. Okay. Alright, they're in. As much as they need to be in. And the disk drive is taking shape once more. I suppose without the screw. Oh, no. There's a switch. There's a demon switch. Oh no, don't knock the screw. Don't. Okay. I suppose it would be easier to slide a drive in and out. Now, it would. The other switch is still attached to the drive because, of course, it disables and is part of the drive mechanism circuitry, because it disables the read-write head, not the read-write head, the write protect circuit, which detects whether you have some sort of cover over the the read-write notch on the disk. Oh, I hate losing screws, I hate losing screws. I see it. I can see it. I have it. Alright. Oh, no, no. Oh, man. Why are you giving me a hard time? Okay, in the midst of things, I also need to look. Oh no, no, no. No, 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 no. Oh, there. I need to look for a Phillips screwdriver. It's not that these ones don't fit, they just don't fit as well as they might. And ooh, the LED light. And if you think you have trouble getting a screw in and out, try getting it in and out after you strip the head with a screwdriver. It doesn't fit. It's a joy. Now that one did not seem to go in very nicely. And once again, I don't want to drop something such as this. Okay. I wonder why. I wonder why. Everything else went in pretty nice. This one is rather difficult. I wonder if those side screws are a slightly different thing, but I don't think they are. Anyway, I'm just going to tweak these down. Oops. Gently. They do not need to be reefed, they're not wheel nuts. I'm still wondering why this one. Well, I'm going to leave it. Alright. So the LED can go on and get tucked inside the top of the drive, which of course has extra folds. Can come back now. And assuming I can do this, I will do this. I'm going to undo the little hold thing. I'll try. Get this, there we go. Get this switch through the hole. Because having a switch to switch between the devices is not a bad thing. It does not have to be remarkably snug. Ugh. and the wire is trying to be difficult. Do not be difficult. We've had enough difficult already. Oh, alright, so the power wire is hanging out. I suppose I might as well plug it on. And then, of course, this wire will stick out the side. Of course it will. Okay. So, drop the screws in. Typically speaking, these screws drop nicely into the holes supplied, and they screw in very nicely. Now there we go. Typically, I need to find another pad of paper or something to make notes, because the one I had has been exhausted. But I will not soon forget this drive and all that I have done to attempt to allow it to live. When in fact, it was destined to be not dead, but its parts. But wait, you know, if I find another drive mechanism, and you know what, somewhere, I know I have some. Somewhere. I do. Just set that there. Oh, what a mess. And this tape, which was used to keep things from shorting out, I will get rid of. Oh, look, there's a rubber band, and get rid of that too. So for this moment, that ends the saga of this single floppy disk drive, model number 1541, made for a Commodore 64, but it would also work on a VIC-20 or a Commodore 128. But this particular drive will not work anymore. The drive mechanism is not happening. It's just not. I tried. Anyway, once again, if you have comments or questions, please don't hesitate. If you've noticed something that I did that was particularly awful or stupid or anything of that nature, please let me know. But for the moment, oh yes, for the moment, I have had enough of that drive. I think maybe the next thing I'll do is look at the VIC-20 with the orange screen. But that, as they say, is another story for another day and another episode. Anyway, thanks for hanging in there. Until we meet again, keep your stick on the ice. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay challenged. Bye for now.